All right, I am here with Justin Gridlock Kristoff. He's going to be
Yes, sir.
competing at RUF 39, which takes place March 13th, which is this Saturday over at the Glendale Civic Center. He's going to be taking on Devin Brown, I believe. Is that still the opponent?
Yep, that's still the opponent. Yep.
Okay, and this place takes place at 155 pounds.
Yep.
All right, so we're, like I said, less than a week away from the fight, so all the work is put in. Right now, we're just, focused on the fight ahead of the fight, which is the weight cut, which I saw you a week ago, and you were looking pretty lean, so I'm assuming everything's okay on that front.
Yeah, today was really good actually. We just got done with a pretty intense, cardio workout to get my weight down, and I'm looking really good. I'm looking really good. Everything's on schedule.
Okay, perfect. This being your amateur debut, usually the weight seems to be like the biggest thing, but you guys over at Fluid are pretty top notch and pretty professional with everything that you guys do. So I don't see that being an issue.
Yeah, we take it very seriously. Our coach would not let us miss weight. No, sir.
No, no,
Yeah.
he would.
Gosh.
Okay, so Devin Brown is the opponent. What does this guy do well that you got to watch out for?
So, we did a little bit of studying for what we could. The dude's a kind of a private man. I mean, it's interesting. I couldn't find anything really. But what we did find is that he wrestled in high school, I believe. And I didn't wrestle in high school, but we do a lot of jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. So I feel really confident that his wrestling background is not gonna be a problem. But I definitely got to watch out for it.
Okay, well, the easiest way to deal with wrestlers is uppercuts and knees, right? It keeps them away from that takedown.
Definitely, and I can knee to the body all day, and I can catch him with an uppercut. So that's gonna be great.
Okay, and you get like this cool experience of going through your amateur debut with your main training partner in Money, Matsusueta, right?
Yes.
So you guys get to go through this together, and you kind of get like an edge, right? You get that leg up on the competition, to where a lot of guys, including myself, when I made my Emmy debut, I did it all by me lonesome. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
talk to
Um,
me about how things in camp have been going, and how having that close training partner that's going to be you know cutting with you in the sauna if need be. How has that all helped?
I think it's great. Especially because Matt's really an inspiring person, and when I saw him fight back then, it was his fight with Chance. It was I already knew I wanted to fight, but it was like it already solidified what I wanted to do, and this camp has been really a growth process for us both because we both have been pushing each other really hard. We're both very competitive people, and we want to support each other as much as we can. And yeah, having someone that's cutting weight and going through the same thing that I am is a great thing because it's a mental thing. You know what I mean? And now you think, this person's doing it too, so it just makes it so much easier.
Well, and the mental aspect at the gym is like completely focused on you guys. You know what I
For
mean? They're putting you guys on the forefront of everything. Everything is dedicated to you guys. So, what is the gym itself doing to help you guys get prepared?
So yeah, this camp has been everyone's been really supportive. They switched around times even for us to cater to the fight coming up. And the thing about Fluid is that we're all a family and we all support each other. And just having different looks and different people, that know the martial arts, the jiu-jitsu and the striking and all that is it's been immense, and it's just great to have a team that backs you that much.
Okay, and then let's talk about Anthony a little bit, because he's been a big part of the
Definitely.
process as well. What types of things does he bring as an MMA coach that you think is going to really make a difference?
So yeah, Anthony's tough, and when he really brings the dog out of you. He'll bring you to those deep waters very quickly, and it's good to have that because that's something that I'm obviously going to experience with my fighting style. and it's good to have someone that does that. So when that does happen, I'm already prepared. And Anthony's knowledge in martial arts is just, it's crazy to see, because we've learned so many things when it comes to grappling and striking from him, from his background. And like I said, he's a tough dude, and you hit him and he just doesn't stop coming forward. No matter, he's like a punching bag, but he'll just keep punching you. And like I said, it really brings the dog out of you. You know what I mean? And I'm so appreciative of everything he's done for us.
Well, one thing that I noticed while I was there, because we were shooting, a little video last time I was out, is that he's in there with you.
Yeah.
He's putting hands on you. He's
Yeah.
he's in there where a lot of coaches that I've seen, they just aren't. You know what I mean? So I feel that that's got to be a big factor going in. No.
100%. Yeah. He's really been in every aspect. He's been with us. You know what I mean? He's been going through it too, and through the sparring rounds, through the cardio rounds, through the grappling rounds. He's really been in there with us, and it's like he's preparing for a fight or something. And it's great to have that. And John T, the owner of the Fluid, he's been doing it too. He's been sparring when he can. He's been grappling when he can. Um, all of our coaches there have been really putting forward the time and effort to make sure that we're ready for this camp.
Well, and understandably, JT was a little bit absent. He was out getting something called the black belt. I don't know if anybody knows, man. But the guy was out doing his thing, and he is now a credentialed black belt. So congratulations.
Yes.
Almost every podcast that I've done or interview that I've done with any relation to Fluid, or even speaking with Jason over at RUF, we definitely gave him a virtual high five via these interviews, because that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, it's amazing to see, and he's been waiting to get it for a long time. He's been working really hard, and it's just amazing to experience that with him. You know what I mean? And he deserves every moment of that, and it was great to see him get it this weekend, as well as when he actually got his belt. So it was a great process, and I'm glad to have him as a coach, and we're a family, like I said, so it's great.
Well, he's a really good dude, and it's definitely long overdue. But one thing that I know that him being a credentialed black belt does is it brings a lot of validation to the team. You know what I mean? A lot of people, like, they see that and they're like, "Oh shit, these guys, they're not fucking around." You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it really does. And that's not his only black belt. He's got black belts in judo, karate, kempo karate, and a few other ones. So it's just all around. He's a black belt, and the knowledge for every martial art is crazy. You ask him a question about a certain thing, you show him a video that you saw online, and he already knows how to do it, or tell you why it works. You know what I mean? He's a really knowledgeable person in that aspect.
100%. So let's veer off of the fight for a little bit, because I got to ask some questions in here that don't pertain to fighting at all.
For sure.
Kind of, sort of, but they don't really, right? So the way that it kind of pertains to it is after the fight, right? Everybody's got to eat. And while celebrating that victory, we got to talk about that victory meal. It's my favorite question of the interview, period. Okay, so lay it on me. What does the victory meal look like?
So, dude, I'm a foodie. I love food so much, and cutting to 55 is rough. And the first thing we're gonna do when we go after this fight is we're gonna go get pizza. And there's so many places that we say we're gonna go. I don't know if we're gonna go to all of them, but it's definitely gonna be pizza. And I want some dessert, some like shakes or something, dude. I can eat a lot of food, and that's the plan for that night, is just to eat a lot of food very quickly.
Okay, so after the fight, we're going to be a bona fide middleweight, is what you're saying.
100%. Maybe even light heavyweight, dude. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I mean, you get a couple days to do that, right? So for me, it's like, okay, immediately after the fight, you're either going to pizza, burgers, or steak. Like, immediately following the fight, that's where you're going to go, right? And then you got to hit dessert while you're there. So I don't know, because dessert is one of those things where the menu could be so overwhelming, right? Because when you get there for the you know what you're going to get. But when it comes to dessert, it's I was talking to a fighter that's actually fighting on the card, and he broke down like this badass ice cream dessert, how he's gonna have it, and I was just
Dang.
like you gotta send me like the recipe buildup for that because he was talking, building it up, and
Oh man.
bro. So if
Yeah.
he sends it to me, I'll send it to you for sure.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I love dessert. I love food, dude. I'll mix my food with my dessert. I don't care. You know what I mean? Anything Oreo is what I really love. Anything Oreo. Yeah.
Oh, Oreos are dope, man.
Yeah. 100%. Oreo shakes, Oreo pies, except the Domino's tried to make a pizza, an Oreo pizza. That was all right. Yeah. I don't like that really.
Okay, now through the whole camp, right? Everybody's got a soundtrack, or everybody's got that one or two songs that they gotta play while they're in the gym, getting ready for a fight. So, what has been your soundtrack for this camp?
It's funny. I'm really into like 2000s rock and stuff like that. So they'll play a playlist from Spotify a lot when I'm training in the morning. From this 2000s rock. You know what I mean? Five Finger Death Punch and all those bands. It really gets me in my mindset of training, and it's great.
Okay, well, it sucks that the only name you dropped was Five Finger Death Punch because boo,
You don't like them?
boo. I don't like them at all, man.
Really? Wow. There's a few others too. I can't really think, like maybe like Shinedown and Lamb of God and all them too.
Okay, you're getting there with Lamb of God. You're getting there with Lamb of
Okay.
God. Uh, you see, and really with the Five Finger Death Punch thing, it's just the singer. He's been in a lot of bands, and every band that he's been in, I haven't liked. So it's
Oh,
got
that's
to be
funny.
vocalist because the music actually isn't that bad, but it's definitely got to be a vocalist thing. But I actually met the vocalist to Lamb of God.
Oh,
Uh,
nice. Okay.
yeah, over at the Rialto here in Tucson. So they were all sitting outside smoking cigarettes, and I just walked around back. I was like, "Holy shit, you're Randy! What's up, dude?"
Crazy. Just out in public. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, it happens a lot out here because
Oh,
our
right.
downtown
Yeah.
is, it's pretty small. It's not the biggest downtown you've ever seen in your life. So for bands out here, like the guitarist and the bassist were like just out on Congress riding bicycles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So, but I play in a band, so I don't get posters and shit from shows that I've played. I don't know if you could see them, but
Yeah, that's
you know,
awesome.
yeah. So we played with some pretty sick bands. Nothing, Lamb of God. You know what I mean? That's pretty up there. But we gotten close. You know what I mean? We've gotten close.
Hey, you still got time, man, and your music's good. I've listened to it. I enjoy it myself.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We got hit up for a show out in Glendale, as a matter of fact, that we might take up later this month. So I'll let you
Dang.
know.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'd definitely like to attend. That'd be great. With everything going on, I don't know if they're gonna have a huge crowd, but we'll see what happens.
Well, the cool thing about Arizona right now is we're on our way to Texas, right?
Okay.
We've lifted all of the capacity restrictions, so there's no more capacity restrictions uh,
Nice.
like in restaurants, bars, anything like that. So that's cool. But still, with the live events, unfortunately, for your fight while we're there, there's going to be no live, nobody in attendance aside from me, the other commentators, all the personnel that's got to be there. So,
Yeah, and
but
in that
go
aspect, that's unfortunate, but it's kind of cool to not have a crowd when it's my first fight. You know what I mean? But I definitely want a crowd because I feel like it would be a different atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Well, the cool thing about this whole thing with RUF is they signed that lucrative deal with one championship.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
on this card, it's going to be, I believe, the first three fights of their heavyweight tournament, which is their road to one. The winner gets, a six-figure contract, and they get to fight over in one championship. So that's going to
Yeah,
open up a lot of doors for a lot of fighters, especially like you making your debut with this organization. It's one of those things where later on down the road, that gives you something to think about, right?
definitely, definitely. Yeah.
But the pay per view is also very inexpensive. It's only $24.99. And last I looked at the flyer, there was like 25 fights. That's less than $1 a fight uh, per fighter, right? So
Yeah.
got $24.99, and the easiest way to help support Gridlock here is while you're at checkout, you go to ruffmma.net/info, and then when you check out, just put in Justin Kristoff, and he'll get a portion of the pay-per-view revenue.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That's awesome.
So, and that's going in the description of the video, so that in case anybody missed that, they'll be able to read it and follow you there. So, speaking of following, you got social media. So, go ahead and drop your tags for my listeners.
So my Instagram is just Justin Kristoff MMA. I'm not really active on any other social media yet, but I plan on doing that very soon.
Okay, and that's one of the things that I really feel that young fighters should get into, is because it's the fight game, but it's also, you gotta entertain the entertainment aspect of it, right?
Exactly.
Because gaining followers, especially right now where they're not doing any live audience, having that big following tells promoters, hey, this guy is worth putting on a card, and putting him higher on a card. You know what I mean? So
Right. Yeah.
definitely, if I could give you one bit of advice, it's build up your following, man, for sure.
Yeah, I've been really active on trying to get a following. Like I've been like I believe Devin is. I used to be a real private person, you know what I mean? But now I know for sure that I have to, be active on social media and stuff like that. So I've been posting a lot more. I don't want to just post pictures of myself in the mirror. So I've been trying to get, professional pictures and stuff like that, just to make it more interesting. And eventually I'll do videos on something. And it's growing slowly though. So
For sure, for sure. Well, like I said, it's your amateur debut. So right now the focus is the fight. It's just getting in there, getting the experience. And on this show, we're all winners. So we know where we're going after the fight. We're gonna get some pizza. We're gonna get some ice cream. There's gonna be Oreos in there somewhere, right?
totally.
We know this.
So hopefully not in the pizza, but yeah, I'm excited for the for the food for sure.
If they can make that work, I'll tell you what. Okay, so as a matter of fact, not this past year, right? But when it was 19 turning into 20, right? That New Year's, we were having a party here at my house, and we had some Oreos, and we were a little buzzed, right? And I used to have a co-host on the show, and we took the Oreos and dipped them in nacho cheese.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Well,
Was
you
it
don't.
good?
No, no.
Okay, because I was trying to think like salty and sweet. I was like, but no, yeah, that must have been really gross.
No, but my ex co-host, he's a big man, so I don't think he hated it too much.
Oh no, yeah,
He was just like, oh, it's not that bad, and I'm just like, ooh, I don't know about that, bro.
yeah. I'll do like potato chips, like nacho cheese potato chips with like vanilla ice cream. But yeah, it's actually really good. It's like salty and sweet. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You got to try it. It's really good. But no, I'm not gonna put nacho cheese on Oreos.
No, no,
Yeah,
don't do it. Definitely don't do it. If you're gonna
yeah, no,
dip it in like ice cream or chocolate or something.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then the last thing that I need from you is a prediction. How do you see yourself winning this fight, sir?
Well, like I said, I'm a real big pressure fighter, so I think that if he tries to strike with me, it's going to be a knockout for sure.
Okay, do you have a
Yeah,
round, or is it just
I'd say round two for sure.
okay, so you're predicting a round two stoppage with your strikes.
Yep,
Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that. Get some experience, get the win, get the hell out of there, and get to the Oreos. Gotcha.
100%, 100%.
Okay, and before I let you go, I'd like to give you a chance to thank your sponsors, training partners, coaches, anybody you'd like to thank that got you to this point as you're getting ready to make your amateur debut. So go ahead and take the floor, man.
100%. So I got a few sponsors. I'd like to thank my apparel sponsor, Flood Athletics, and the rash guard sponsor, which is Crown Rash Guards, and the CBD company that sponsors me, which is Y User CBD. They've been a really big help in just overall just my training camp and stuff like that, and promoting me and stuff like that. And of course, my coaches, John T and Anthony, they've really helped me get ready for this. And John T has definitely put in the time, as well as Anthony, to get me ready and show me things that are going to put me in a place that I feel I want to be, you know what I mean? And as well as my training partners, Garrett, Brendan, Matt, they've all just been really helping me in my growth in the sport. You know what I mean? It's been great. And Garrett, with my jiu-jitsu, Matt with my striking, and just all of them. It's the whole family at Fluid is just something I never thought I would have, growing up. So it's great to have that now, and I can't imagine what it's going to be like in the future.
All right, man. Well, I know you got to skedaddle, right? So I'd like to thank you for coming onto the show. And like I said, in less than a week. So I think we're looking at like 5 days. 5 days,
Yep.
we'll be seeing you get in there, mixing it up, and getting your hand raised, my friend. So
I'm ready.
I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in a couple of days, but everybody else just has to watch this interview. See you.
Perfect. Yep. I'm ready, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to fight, and I can't wait for that pizza.
All right, man. So I think it's roughNation.net/info. Justin Kristoff, as you're checking out to support this man right here. And again, thank you. Have yourself a great day, man. Safe.
Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. 100%. Take it easy, man.
All righty, you too.